to the cloud. Okay, it's recording. So a little bit what I do at Doma. I'm actually the sales rep for the Texas and Pennsylvania area. I mean, the whole state of Texas, pretty much. And everywhere else, if you have a deal in a certain area, we could help you with that too. Like you said, you may have something in Illinois. We definitely could take care of that. So, but what Doma does, we're 100% digital title and escrow company. And of course, we try to make the transaction a little smoother for the client, which is your client. And of course, we're trying to save them money too. One thing that we definitely, when it comes down to title and escrow, we're the only company to actually do that. A lot of folks think, oh, they do a little this, a little that, and say we're digital. And I'm going to show you some, I'm going to actually show you some things about how we go about it. When someone is sending a file to us, depending on if it's a purchase or especially for mortgage brokers, if it's a refi, we sometimes could turn that around within 4 to 6 hours, which is really good. So I just had one just recently, and that was turned around within 2 hours, clear to close. So
clear to close in 2 hours.
Yeah, because our technology that we have, we're in the process of trying to do a lot of new things too, especially for the brokers. We have this thing called it's how we call it. It's an app that's actually in development. I think it's going to be launching throughout the different parts of our network here. When you submit a form, an order, and we get that order, and what happens is you have on your app, it will tell you the submission and the process is like you ever seen the Domino's pizza ad? And you ever seen the Domino ad and it tells you they making it, it's in the oven, it's being delivered. Just imagine the same thing for title work for you. So if you have all these deals going and you submit all these forms, you will get notified exactly what step of the process that particular title work is done. And then of course, whoever your mortgage broker that you're dealing with, they're like, okay, it's almost ready to close. So, and we could do all that for you. So
it'll tell me if they're waiting on the HOA documents, or tell me if they're waiting on.
Yeah, it will. And then not only that, we normally, when it comes down to whoever the mortgage broker that you're working with, we tend to, the communication is open with them. They will have an escrow officer or an assistant will work back and forth with them. Anytime we hit a milestone, they will get notified. I'm telling you, okay, this is what's going on right now of this particular title work, and therefore, because what I've seen and what I've been hearing a lot, it's all about communication and less errors on the paperwork. So we definitely have that. And when it comes down to less areas, we have a formula which has been developed for it's been around over 10 years, because the company that actually, how Doma started was, we had North America, it's called State Titles. State Titles purchased North American Title Company and North American Insurance, and they formed Doma. Doma means home in Latin. That's where the Doma name comes from. So the owner, Max, he saw an area that has not changed, which you probably cannot. You can search a home online.
Hold on, I'm gonna close this door. I hear a lot of noise going on.
Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, so what we could do here is you can search a home online. You can apply for a mortgage online. Why not close and get your title work done online? That area.
What about those wet signatures they want?
That's the best. I'm gonna get to that too. Okay. So what happens is that area has not changed over 100 years. It's been standard. I went through it. You probably went through it. Go in there, sign all those hundreds of documents. And was that a great buying experience? Not really.
It was what you had to do.
Yes, what you have to do. But this is what we bring the buying, because our owner, Max, went through that. He's like, he saw an area that was not changed. It has not moved forward in the digital age. So he did something about it. So now when it comes down to doing it and getting all the information and everything's done, there's an algorithm. And then of course there's a human element too, because we don't make sure all the checks and balances, you have a lot of fees and you have different documents going back and forth. We bring it into one area and we make it simple. So when asking that, I'm going to answer your question about the wet signatures. Yes, we will go ahead and send a notary to that person's home. Yes, they can go ahead and close online. We have, of course, Ron, remote online notary. That's available. Doma closing is available. And then we, of course, the notary can actually go to their home and get those wet signatures too when needed. So yes, we got that all covered here on that part right there. So, and that's one thing that we do. And when it comes down to, it's all about getting it done, less touches, communication, and the consumer will have the best experience at the end of everything. So, and once we get that going, you'd be amazed when it's going forward from here on out.
So is it an additional fee for the online notary?
Online notary, if I'm mistaken, it may be a fee on there, but it will be present in the actual the first document when we submit to the mortgage broker itself. So once the order comes in, they get everything all in one, a welcome email, and therefore, and all the information is there. And especially when it comes down to not the appraisal piece, but I'm trying to think again. The first order, you get the submission, you get everything taken care of from that point on. So, but yeah, we're trying to make it simple enough, easy enough, quick enough, so they can close on the house really fast. So, and again, it's a happy medium because you get the paperwork is getting done to your mortgage broker. He excited, and at the same time, you will get a notification say, "Hey, they're ready to close." So, and it's a win-win situation right there. So,
okay.
All right. One area that I'm going to talk about, when we talked about earlier, is called TitleFlex. TitleFlex is a very good tool to use. It's a great piece that can use for marketing too. What happens is when we go ahead and let me just mute that really quick here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, let me go ahead and show you what TitleFlex is all about first, because I can set you up with that. And then again, I'm going to talk about Breakthrough Broker in another week because I'm just getting into it. It's a great piece. I think you will love it because if I'm not mistaken, you can actually make flyers. You can actually have a website for that particular property. So, which is really good. And I think, why not? If you're gonna go ahead and market my home and try to I want to get the best possible deals and more eyes on my home, why not use the Breakthrough Broker? So that's something we're going to talk about in the next video.
Yeah,
so,
we have access to that with our EXP brokerage.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the TitleFlex piece, and let me pull that up here. TitleFlex.
I'm not seeing your screen.
Yep, I'm going to go share my screen right here.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So this is TitleFlex right here. So what happens with TitleFlex, this is the screen that you have, and this is free for our partners. Of course, you're 21 and 21 realtors. Once they come and like, okay, yes, I want TitleFlex, I will have to sign them up for it myself. So this is something that we have our partners have. So this is the dashboard itself. So what we could do here is let's log in.
Anthony, give me your phone number, how they would reach you.
Yeah, my telephone number is 814-703-3031.
Okay.
Yep. So this is TitleFlex. This is the home page right here, and this is the back office of TitleFlex. So like for instance, you have everything here. You have, of course, this is your that dashboard. anything that's small, a friend of mine told me, anytime that has a small area, letters on there, that means it's very important. So
Yeah.
yeah, so one thing that we're gonna do, this is the area that we're gonna go into. So if you
Go
go
into
on,
Houston.
huh?
Go into
Oh,
Houston.
we're gonna go to Houston. Okay, this is what I do here. I'm gonna click onto this right here, and we're gonna go to Houston. So I'm gonna put, I click on my state. I'm going with Texas. The county. Yeah, the county is that Harris County, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay, so you notice I put Harris County, Texas Harris County. So, and I could get the results of how many homes are in Harris County. So, but I want to break it down to enough that you and your staff can go and talk to or send mailers out to. So like for instance, all right, I'm going to go down to, we already got Harris County, and there's certain areas that we're going to look into. So we can actually go from, got the different locations. I'm going to go right in here. Characteristics of a home. This is the best part. You're going to kind of can live in that little area here. So if I purchase a home in Harris County and I'm looking for a home in Harris County, I was looking between homes are built between, okay, let's say 2000 to 210. Okay, whoop, excuse me. Okay, what's going on here? Nope, nope. Okay, all right. Owner, hold on for a second. Okay, there you go. 2000 to 2010. Okay. You see, it's populated right here. These are the characteristics that I'm looking for. Let's see here. How many bedrooms do you think you want? If I'm looking for a home, how many think I probably want maybe like 4 bedrooms, like between 4 to 6 bedrooms.
You do that one?
Yeah, that's a little bit much. Bathrooms, I'm looking between maybe 2 to 4, 2 to 3, maybe. Yeah, 2 to 3 bedroom bathrooms. Okay, maybe I'm looking for a pool. Then I'm going to go ahead and get count. And what it's going to do is telling me there's over 5,200 homes in Harris County they're built between 2000, 2010, that have between 4 to 6 bedrooms, 2 to 3 bathrooms, and yes, it has a pool. So, but I'm going to try to break it down even further. Maybe I want owner occupied or not. So let's do this here. Owner occupied, I could say, or absentee owners. So maybe if you have a person that is a investment broker, absentee owners, let's try that. Hit count. Whoa, that's a number you can work with. Out of your realtors, you can split that up. So I'm going to go ahead and view all these homes in Harris County that has a pool and they're owner occupied. Maybe those owners are willing to sell, or maybe you have an investor that's, hey, I want to look at some homes that owner occupied that has this criteria. It's like, you know what, Jim? I do have some homes like that. There's over 248 homes in Harris County. So this is the best part. So this first one right here, we see it's owned by Mr. Cortez, Jessica, and Mary. They're probably, so we could click on that particular home. And sometimes it's going to give us the characteristics of that home. So they usually give us a picture of that particular home. And if it's not, the picture's not coming because Google, they usually get the picture from Google itself, because, you know, Google goes around and maps the different cities and towns and homes and stuff. So that's not there. So, but you can actually get more information on this home by doing this right here. You can go ahead and get Express Property Profile and hit order. By hitting order, it doesn't mean you're purchasing it. You're just submitting the information that was going to give me the characteristics of this home. So, and you can see what it does. It's actually giving you property details, transaction histories, sales comps, the neighbors, and map assessors. So it will actually give you all that information, and which is great. One thing about this, out of that 200 and over, was that 248, you can get that exported into a file, and you can go ahead and say, hey, I noticed that you live in this area. We just sold a home in this area. I was wondering if you're interested in looking and selling your home. You know, it doesn't hurt to ask. So you can contact them via email, or walk the route. So, but we do have another program which is called Title Flex Plus. That's a paid program. So what happens is that will actually give you telephone numbers so that you can actually call the homeowner themselves. So I'm not sure. That's a paid program, and if I'm mistaken, it is 6 cents per lead. So you can get a nice chunk of change for a ton of leads for 6 cents. So which is great per lead. That's something. If you want to do that, you let me know. If any of your colleagues want to do that, you can tell them to get in touch with me, and we can get that set up for them, and we take it from there. But based on this information, you being a realtor yourself, this is pretty much, got the owner information, because we already know this is owner occupied. So as an absentee owner, we already know that. So you could actually see everything when it was when was last time it was on the market, what was prior sales information, the characteristics of the property, the site, tax information, and therefore, so which is really good. And we could actually go to sales comps, and you can actually see, okay, and you see anytime you hit sales comps, you see the circle, you see the map, and it's highlighted. That area that is red, that's the current the house that we were looking at, and all the areas that's in blue, those are the different sales comps that sold during that time for that particular home. So, which is really good. And you can see, well, you know what, that house sold for so much per square feet, and the lot size, the age of the home, and therefore, so you could get a lot of details on that particular one. And you can actually go back to that home. You can see the transaction history of that particular home right there, and you can see the deed, how much it went for. It looks like that a deed transfer back in October 1st, 2020, and it looked like it was sold to them. And then you can look at it all the way through. So you have more information. But I'm going to go back to our original search. So these all the homes right here. You can go ahead and export them and do a label. And if you have somebody that do maybe like some marketing pieces for you, like postcards or anything like that, you can send those postcards to those individuals on this list here too. So it's funny. Someone did a research. It was just recently that they went to a community and asked them this question: who is the #1 realtor in the area? They had so many different answers in this one community. So what they ended up doing, they took one and they made a fake realtor, photo, everything, and sent it a postcard, one postcard once a week for 8 weeks. On the 9th week, they went to that same community and said, who's the #1 realtor that you know? Guess what they all said? The same thing. John Smith, he's the best. John Smith, he's the best. John Smith does not exist. It's all about branding and how you do it. And that's what they did. So if I was John Smith and I went to that, I'll be happy chappy right now, because I will be getting all the leads. So, but John Smith don't exist because it was all about the branding. So you want to be top of mind. So by doing something like this and campaign, and you never know, in 8 weeks, you can go ahead and get a lead. And I'm not sure how much postcards cost these days, but there's one company that I used to deal with called Postcard Mania. And if I'm not mistaken, they're out of Florida, and they're really good, especially when it comes down to designing postcards for realtors. So, but that's one company that I know because I dealt with them in the past myself, which is really good. But here's something that you can also do. You can actually go to any one of these homes, you highlight, you scroll over, and you know oh, look at this. 4 bedrooms, two bath. Then you can go from property to property. 5 bedrooms. Oh, let's take a look at that one. Hector. Okay, nice home. Yeah, and then we can get some more information on that particular home. Let's do that.
Does it give you any like demographic information?
Demographics, like what, the schools and stuff like that, or?
No, like age of the resident.
Age of the resident? No, it does not.
I guess they got it so you can't.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's pretty much more of the home itself. Yeah, So, but yeah, we already know how this is right here. It tells you, look at like transaction. We got property details of that particular home. And here's something too. So if you have, I'm going to go back to the search results again, and I'm going to find, okay, like this property is owner occupied, and you click onto it because it says LLC. Chances are that person owns several homes. So it tells you this person owns this particular property on Noble Court, but he has or she has other properties too. So let's see what other properties this person has. So, and that's the best part. You can use this tool and we can create a farm. Okay, here we go.
So will it tell you, what's my question?
Wow.
How long they've owned that home?
Yeah, in a property detail.
Okay.
You can see it in a transaction history, how long they had the home. So this particular company itself owns 139 homes. And it looks like it's scattered all over from
Georgia, Ohio.
Yep. Ohio.
I love it. I love it.
It's very extensive.
Then they decided to get that 2 in Baytown.
Yeah, see, there you go. Baytown, Tennessee. Here's Texas. Oh, there you go. Now we talking. So that's somebody you might want to talk to because they may want to sell their home. You never know.
Right.
So, but yeah, they have a lot, and it tells you how many homes that they have. See, they have 40 homes in Houston, 2 in Dallas. Here we go. We got 87 in Cincinnati, 9 in Atlanta, and it can go on and on and on. So, but yeah, that's all their homes right there that they own, which is really good.
That's
so
nice.
Yeah. So excuse me just a second. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, but those are the homes right there. This particular tool is really good because if you come into a situation like, oh, wow, I forgot something. Here. If you forgot something, here you go. The question mark. Gonna love this. This is a great tool. This is almost like, I call that Title Flex University. This gives you these videos, 1-minute videos will give you everything you want to your basic search, go in, do comparable everything, school report, learning how to do a farming system, all that good stuff. So if you ever have a question, you can always hit the question mark. But if you have a question, you can always give me a call. I'm here to help. So not only I'm trying to educate and elevate everyone, but not only that, I'm trying to be a partner on this nice journey that everyone's gonna help, and everybody wants to make some money. The bottom line. Yeah. So that's what I'm here for. Just be not only because you got title companies out there, their job is to get the work done and send it out. But what title company will like to help you grow your business? What title company ever want you to help you be a better marketer to the public. You know, we're hands down, we're it. We're trying to grow it, try to grow not only our business, but your business too. So, and that's one thing I like about this title flex. It's really good.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Hey, no problem. Anytime. So, but one thing I like to do is, again, there's a piece called Breakthrough Broker. And that again, and that's offered to our client, to our partners for free. And we like to not only educate, because there are different pieces of not a breakthrough broker, but not only having a put out flyers for that particular home, designing a website, also posting on social media for that particular home for the clients. Because I think the more exposure you have in different mediums for your client, the better the result will be at the end. And that's it. Because I think the client themselves is going to say, what you going to do for me to promote my home? And you could say, we're going to do A, B, and C, and D, and they'd be excited about that. And it could be just on one platform, but
Right.
we would like
to. You got to get out there and put it everywhere. You just
yes,
can't
you
put
got to
it
put
on
it
the
out there
MLS
everywhere
and be done with it.
Yeah, and that's how I did. That's how I found you. We found you on Facebook.
I was going to ask you how you found me.
Yeah, I found you on Facebook because you commented on a post that I had, and I reached out to you, and we hit it off right there. I didn't have, this is our first meeting, and you already gave me order before our first meeting. I was like, whoa, okay. So I was, I was blessed that day. Let's put it that. So I was blessed, and not only that, when I told my regional manager, and I said, hey, I have not met Miss Crossley yet. She gave me a first order, and he said, I said, what, that charming personality of mine's over the phone, and he started laughing.
You said I gave you your first order?
Yeah, because we met my first order without meeting, not even doing a meeting at all.
Okay, because you reached out to me and it was perfect timing.
Yeah, it was a perfect timing. So, and I was excited, and it was a purchase order too, so which was even better. So, which worked out really well. So, but and it's funny because my job is to make sure you get the title work done. You ask all the questions, get everything taken care of up front, because it's important. Because I think when your client is in that process of buying a home, guess what they're thinking of? Oh, how I'm going to decorate this house here, what I'm going to do in this room here. I got a man cave. They're in the zone. We're behind the scenes. Okay, we need to get this done, and let's make this process move fast. So they can be in their home and they can enjoy it. And that's why our company is the way it is, 100% digital, title and escrow, to make the process even faster, but seamless for all the parties, for your client, for you and your mortgage broker. And for us, we're going to be holding hands for quite some time.
Well, this would be what, a 2-week close if we supposed to close tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. And what's the average close for a home is somewhere between 30 to 50 days.
30 to 50?
50, yes.
50.
National average. Yep. And now we what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Hello.
This is no financing involved though.
And no financing involved. So, but if there is financing involved, it's still probably in that 2 weeks, because the bank's going to work fast to get that loan closed.
Yeah, sometimes they drag their feet though with appraisal and inspection and all of that.
Yes. So, but that's all in Title Flex right there. So again, I'm going to set something up for probably the following week for Breakthrough Broker, and then we take it from there. So okay, let me stop this here.
Say your email address.
My email address is Anthony, ANTHONY .Dean-Neil, that's spelled DEAN hyphen capital NEIL. It's 2 last names at Doma, DOMA.com. And my telephone number again is 814-703-3031.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. So this one I'm gonna stop sharing here, and I'm gonna stop recording here. Okay, you sure you want to stop the call? Yes.